They came with family members and friends, most in remembrance of someone they once knew. Hundreds of people signed up to support the annual Out of the Darkness Walk at Highland Park Saturday. The national walk supports suicide prevention efforts, which has become an epidemic even here in Utah. Suicide is the leading cause of death among youth ages 10 to 17. Utah's area director said the number of people who showed up for this annual walk testifies that we need to keep the conversation going.
You know, we need to start addressing suicide as the health issue that it is. If it's a health issue, we don't have shame around it, we don't have stigma that surrounds it, we have care for it, we get help, and everybody has access to help, and those are the things that are lacking.
But if you just bend and not breathe.
Singer-songwriter Alex Boye spoke at Pineview High School earlier in the week, addressing the recent tragic loss of a student. He performed a song called Bend, Not Break, about suicide awareness.
And I'd written it about 2 months ago, and I put it up online, and it's changed my life because of what it's done to people, and people who are telling me that they listened to the song and they decided they didn't want to take their life, they felt hope through it. And so I thought that my goal was to come to these walks and just sing the song and be a part of whatever community is around, and tell them that there's always hope.
Community members wore beads of different colors, signifying those family members or loved ones they lost to the battle and struggles of suicide. The green beads were for those who still struggle with their own personal thoughts of suicide. Hyatt, who lost her own father to suicide years ago, knows deep down the struggles with getting help.
You know, when you're in that space, because I've been there, I get it, we have to be able to release that energy and let somebody know what it is. You know, what causes me to think of suicide might be different than what causes you to think of suicide. It doesn't make either one less valid. But sharing whatever that is and allowing people to maybe help give us different perspectives, help us see other options that in that moment we can't come up with on our own.
Carrie Bowler, who goes by Jesse's Girl, lost her husband Jesse 5 years ago. She wants to stop the stigma surrounding suicide.
He wrote in his letter to use what I've learned from his situation to help others, and that's my goal, that's my passion, to be his voice when he didn't use his.
Donna Walter lost her son to suicide.
November, it hasn't even been a year, my son committed suicide. Brandon Scott Steffens. So it really hit home this year.
I just don't understand the sickness very well myself. I've never had thoughts myself, so it's kind of weird to me, honestly, that people get those thoughts wanting to harm themselves.
I feel like we are missing a link with suicide. I want to find that link, and that's my purpose and my desire in life.
They walked in honor of those they've lost. The commonality they share is purposeful with every step. By wearing messages of support and personal reminders of their loved ones, these supporters believe that there is hope if we all learn to reach out and show compassion.
Give hugs, remind people that you're there, and most of all, reach out to people. You are not alone. You are loved.
You know, we're all trying to do the best we can to get through this thing called life, and we need a helping hand along the way. So being willing to extend that hand to somebody when you see them. For a lot of us, we've stayed away from people who are struggling with thoughts of suicide because we were maybe afraid we would say the wrong thing or didn't know what to do. Well, the best thing you can do is just have a conversation and have that connection. Say, I care about you, I will listen, I'm here for you, I love you, and just be supportive.
The message was as clear as the memories and photographs of each life that left too early. Don't suffer in silence, tell someone.
And if you're not feeling good inside and you're struggling with yourself, please ask somebody for help.
Know that there's people out there that are willing to help. You don't need money to get help.
Won't you please hold on, hold on. 'Cause you got a mother, got a sister, got a brother in your life. Oh, 'cause you got a mother, got a brother, father, son, sister, and a daughter.
From Highland Park, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.